Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, so today I'm showing you just an overview on the update for Android 4.1 Jellybean on your Galaxy S3. Now, if you haven't done this update, pretty much most carriers in the US do have it now, with the exception of Verizon currently. But basically how you find out if you have the newest version is Menu, Settings, go all the way up, and under About Device, right here you can see my Android version is now 4.1.1. If not, you would go under System Updates, and under here it's different depending on the carrier. They might have like 4 sections, one from Samsung, or just a big check for the updates. It varies on carrier, but basically you should have it available to you over the air through Sprint as well as T-Mobile with AT&T. I updated it through a software called Keys, which I do have a video on that, so make sure to check that out on how to update it manually. And Verizon hopefully will be getting it in the near future. So I just wanted to show you guys some of the changes that have happened in Android 4.1 Jellybean. So the first change is everything can be rearranged much easier on your screen. So if I wanted to grab this widget and move it around, I can actually move all of these different things around so that they get out of my way to move the widget. I can also do this with apps themselves. So if I wanted to move this app, I can actually make, this folder move. Well, with folders it's a little bit more difficult because it thinks you want to drop it in there. But so you can actually move all these different things so you can rearrange more easily. So that's one feature. Another feature comes from your notification panel. When you swipe down your notification panel, you actually have what's called expanded notifications now. What that does is basically, so this is one expanded notification, so I called, and I can call back or message right from the notification panel. Now this is really nice, simply because, instead of tapping it like you used to with the missed call and going to call log, now you can just do what you want to do right then and there. Now, how you expand or decrease the size of a panel is by using 2 fingers. So I'm just going to go like this and just close like that. And if I want to expand my emails one, I just go the 2 fingers and expand. And so each app, of course, has their own way of helping in that. So as you can see for the text, for the emails one, I can see just all of the emails and who they're from. From the missed calls, I can expand it and use that. If I were to have, say, like a screen capture, so I did just a screen capture, and if I have a screen capture on the S3, then when I swipe down, I can actually expand that as well. I'm just going to look for the screen capture, and I can actually see a little thing of the screen capture and saying if I want to share it right then and there. So these are just, again, little helpful things to make this an easier experience, and everything moves quicker. One of the other big updates has to be Google Now. Google Now is probably one of the best updates on Jellybean, and if you haven't heard of Google Now before, it basically is known as the thing that beat out every voice action and assistant out on the market. Simply for the fact that, so with things like Siri and S-Voice that was originally on the Galaxy S3 and still on the Galaxy S3, there was one problem. And that one problem was you had to always ask questions. But what kind of assistant would you rather have? An assistant that you always have to ask questions for them to do things, or one that just does it? Well, like you, most people rather just have one that just has answers for you before you even ask the question. So at the bottom of your menu button now, you can launch Google Now. Now there's 2 different ways to launch it actually. The easiest way is just by holding down the menu button, and then that'll launch Google Now. The other way to do it though is to hold down the home button and there you have that G, and that'll launch Google Now. Your other two, if you don't remember, are the Task Manager, where you can clear all apps and RAM, and the trash can just swipes away all of the recent apps you have opened. So Google Now is fairly quick. So just to give you an example of how it answers. How old is Barack Obama?
Barack Obama is 51 years old.
So as you can see, very quick when it comes to answering. This was over 4G, it wasn't even over Wi-Fi, so fairly quick in the way it answers the question. However, you also never have to have that question pop up, would you like me to search the web? Because this is Google, so it already has the web results for you right underneath. So that's a really nice thing about it. Another really nice thing is after you search, you actually also have the different types right here. So you can have images, places, or more right from here. So it's a very convenient thing. If you're looking more for images of the person, or if you were looking for a place, you can actually click that button right then and there. So fairly accurate in terms of how they compare to the others in terms of voice recognition. Siri usually gets what you're saying right 4 times out of 10, 4.5 on some people's records even, but very, very low. As for Google Now, however, it gets it right 8.5 times out of 10, so much more accurate and a lot more consistent. Now, what I meant by this assistant actually does things, knows answers before you have questions, is because it learns from your searches. So for one, you can enter your home address and it'll always tell you how long it's going to take for you to get home. Now, you'll have this always available, and you can even set it so that if there's ever heavy traffic on the way home, that it pops up in your notification panel. So that's a really nice feature. So you always know if it takes you a while to get home. It'll learn your favorite teams. So if you're a fan of like the Lakers, Clippers, or anything like that, you can actually see that, you know, it has the scores already in progress for you. So if it's in the middle of a game, you'll actually get the scores. You'll actually have the play-by-play right then and there. You'll have the current score, you'll see what quarter it is and everything. If it's after the game, you'll see the recap and highlights right here if you want to. And you can even see the box score. You can also see weather from where you're at, and also if you're in another city, it'll have that weather displayed as well. If it's before a game, so see these are the next games, I can actually click on a preview or conveniently buy tickets. So these are really nice features. What you can also do is have it look at your calendar to see your schedule, and you can also have it have the ability to look into your Gmail account. Now what this will do is actually pull all confirmation numbers for you, so you can easily look them up. Now this is up to you, you know, if you're paranoid about everything like being on the phone, then you don't have to do that. But the nice part about this is if you have packages that are traveling, you can actually view the UPS number, yeah, the tracking number. You can pull the tracking number right then and there from the package. It'll actually have one of these parts that just say track package, so you don't have to kind of look through your email to find it. You can also do that for in terms of flights. It'll tell you when to leave for your flight. It'll also even tell you, you know, if you wanted to go to the boarding pass. Now they're starting to get boarding passes built in on Google Now, but for now most of them will just redirect you to the website and have your boarding pass on there. You can do this for anything that really has a confirmation, from hotel reservations to flights to packages, anything that has a confirmation number, it's basically utilizing this. The other thing you can do, which a lot of people have loved, is like home, you can actually have your work address too. So I don't have it entered on here, but what I can do is basically, it would tell me anytime there's traffic on the way to work. So this will actually help you never be late for work. It'll actually tell you, you know, I know it takes you 10 minutes to get to work right now, but right now it's going to take you 25. and that'll pop up again on your notification panel. So that's really nice. So you'll never be late to work and be surprised by traffic again. So, and every time I've talked to people about that, they always point out one person that definitely needs it. So those are some of the highlights of Jellybean. The other thing is that Jellybean is even faster than before. I have a lot of things running right now, and it's still going fairly smooth even without closing anything down. So yeah, guys, that is the overview of the new additions with Jellybean. Please like and thumbs up this video, and let me know if there's any other features you're curious about from Jellybean. Thank you for watching. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.